Welcome to Honors Physics with Ms. Snowman. I'm a physics teacher, but I'm also certified in biology and math, and I've been teaching physics for about 25 years, most of that time at Ithaca High School. I also teach food science right now. And it's been a pleasure getting to know your children. What a crazy year last year was, and it's really a joy to be back in the school interacting with kids. They brighten my day every day. So let me just tell you a little bit about the course, okay? So it's one of 4 courses, physics courses, that are offered at the high school, right? And this is the one that ends in the Regents exam. The units that we cover, we start the year off with vectors, and now we're in the thick of linear motion. So kids are analyzing the motion of little cars and trucks, and very soon we're going to move on to projectiles. And again, this is a very hands-on course, so there are a lot of labs that we're going to do just to kind of whet your appetite a little bit, or get you to think about the kinds of things that we'll be doing in the class. We'll be playing around with rockets on the football field, because many of you may know that if you fire a rocket at 45 degrees, that'll give the greatest range. But does that really still happen if there's air and wind? That's the kind of thing we'll be investigating, right? And then we move from that onto forces, and we'll be skateboarding down the hall so that the students can have like a visceral feeling that when you apply a constant force, you do not move in a constant way. We'll move on to momentum, and then into work and energy, and then we do electricity and magnetism. Kids will be building circuits and playing with magnets, and then we move on to waves, do light, color, sound, and then some modern physics. And because there's very little modern physics on the Regents exam, I try to sprinkle it in throughout the year because it's kind of the really neat, fascinating new stuff. So we've already been just kind of dipping our toe into relativity a little bit, talking about the bending of space and time and black holes and stuff like that. So love to have those conversations with kids. Let's see. So this is just a copy of my course expectations with some basic information. The class is 40% quizzes and tests, right? And there'll be a quiz every week or two. We're getting a little bit slow start, so we've only had a few quizzes so far. A unit test once or twice a quarter, really. Occasionally a project. About 30% labs, 15% homework, which are small everyday homework assignments that are graded on effort, not whether they're right or not, because when kids are still learning and practicing, they shouldn't be graded on whether they're right or not. And about 15% on classwork, which are like more significant assignments. If students need extra help, they can make an appointment with me. They either in person or via email. And you should just know that in the science AIS room, Mr. Fellman, if they happen to have a period where he's in there, he's particularly helpful in physics as well. And that's somewhere that they can just drop in. Let's see. All right, let me talk to you a little bit about what the procedure is if kids miss class. And so I'm just going to start out on the Canvas webpage. Let's see, let's start at the dashboard. All right, and so your child's dashboard should look something like this, and one of the courses will be physics. All right, and it goes right to my homepage, and it reminds you that the best place to start if you miss class is with that day's agenda slide, and I've linked that agenda right here. And let me show you why that is. All right, so if I click on this current agenda slide, that would bring me right to what I'm about to show you next. All right, I just picked this day because it was a reasonably normal day. Today we gave a quiz, so I don't want to use that. It's not as interesting an agenda. All right. So notice that a lot of these things are underlined here, and that's because if there was a handout that maybe your child missed when they were in there, that will be linked in here. All right. If there's like if there was a video we watched in class, like this twin paradox resolved, that will be linked in there. If there's a key to the homework from that day, that will be linked there. They may be in other places too, but this is the best place to come. And you can actually get a pretty good idea of what we did that day, and also the homework and all that kind of stuff. All right. So that's the best place to go if your child misses class, right? And this year, there's a lot of reasons why people might be missing class to help keep everybody safe. Okay. Let's see. I think that is what I really wanted to talk to you about. So once again, thank you for checking in. It's been a real joy teaching your kids, and have a wonderful evening.